It's holiday time, and I'm Lori Michael with Lori Michael Fitness, specializing in seniors in the home. I still have the same bottle from October, but actually it's fresh water, and I want you to stay hydrated. Fresh water, sip, 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 before you exercise and during your exercise program. So this is the last for this year in a series of exercises for our body to stretch and feel more flexible. So with the help of my friend Kim again, we're going to be showing you some unique stretching exercises, and I think you know by now all the different benefits, so we're just going to get right to it.
Okay, so we're going to start with the low and middle back. If you're comfortable lying on the back, on your back, on a mat or on the floor, we're going to do some bridging. So the body goes flat, the knees are bent, and we're going to start with a very gentle tilt of the pelvis. So if you watch Lori's low back, her back's going to go flat and then release. And if you see her hips, you'll see they roll and then arch the back. They roll towards the waist. It's like the same direction as a rocking chair. And I would do that maybe 4 or 5 times, and then let's take into a little bit more range of motion. So we'll start off by flattening the back and rolling the body up into full extension. And then on the way down, start with the ribs, the waist, and the pelvis, all the way into an arch. So since we're rounding the spine, we also want to flatten the spine. We're working on spinal mobility for the middle and low back. Now, if you want to do the same thing but get a little bit more range of motion, Lori's going to grab a chair and she's going to put the chair underneath her feet. It can be something lower than a chair, like a little step stool, or something as high as a chair, whatever's right for you. And then notice her feet are just resting on the chair. She's going to tilt the pelvis and roll up and roll down. She gets a little bit more range of motion here. And let's talk about the breathing for a moment. Take a deep breath in. As you draw the belly in and flatten your back a little bit, you're exhaling as you roll up. When you get to the top, take a deep breath in. She's extended. Hold that position for a moment, Lori. She's extended across her hips and her spine. That's where she takes her breath, and she exhales and rolls it down all the way into extension of her spine. So she's arching the back a little bit there, and that's her inhale. One more time. Exhale, roll up. Take a breath at the top. And exhale, gently, slowly roll down, ribs first, then the waist, pelvis. So when you're getting to the pelvis, you're arching your back. Okay, let's say you don't want to lie on your back at all. We can use the chair. We're going to put the chair against something solid. It can be a wall or a piece of furniture. And you're going to turn it around the other way, Lori.
Too much eggnog.
Okay, you step back from the chair a little bit. You're going to bend the knees, push the hips back, and arch the back a little bit. So you can see a little bit of curve in her spine. And she's going to do the same thing, tilt the pelvis, a little bit of roundness, and then arch again. Just in that low back, mobilizing the spine is just as important as the ability to stabilize it. She's rounding her low back and arching back down. And now we can take it into a roll up. So now when she gets that roll up, she'll roll back down into that arch. Roll up and roll down. Doesn't that look awesome the way Lori's doing that? You can really feel that great stretch in your back. And she's pulling her shoulder blades apart too. Arching down.
Awesome. Awesome.
And rolling up one more time. And all the way up. Okay, that's a little bit more rhythmical than holding a stretch. So just do it as many times as feels good to you. I'd say at least 10 times rolling up and down. Okay, now we're going to get a little rotation on our back. Again, we're going to show the option, one on the chair and one on the floor. We'll start in the chair. Her feet are flat on the floor. Her body's facing forward. She's going to turn to either side. One hand goes behind the chair, and the other hand can go on her outside thigh or actually grab the chair. Either one. She's going to rotate to the other side, and you're going to hold and you're going to breathe. Take your time, and then she's going to rotate to the other side. Her legs aren't moving. Her body is. her hand that's on her thigh, wiggle those fingers, Lori, so they can see it. She's pulling on her thigh. So right here, she's pulling with her right hand to give her some resistance as she rotates. The other arm goes behind her. And once again, inhale, exhale. You can hold it anywhere between 20 seconds and 40 seconds, whatever feels good to you. The longer you hold it, the more gentle I want you to stretch. And then our last option here on the floor.
For the year, the last option for the year. Ah!
Take your arms wide and open out to the side. You're going to cross one leg over the other. And you're going to take both legs to the side. Keep the opposite shoulder blade down. And then breathe.
This feels so good.
Inhale, exhale, just hold it. The legs, let gravity just pull on those legs. But you keep your opposite shoulder blade down. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, bring the legs up. And uncross the legs. And cross the other way. And take your legs to the side. She's taking her top leg and pulling down on her bottom leg. And then she's holding that opposite shoulder blade down. So when her legs go to the left, she's holding her right shoulder blade down and she's just breathing. Take your time. Bring it up. And do that, I don't know, anywhere between 6 to 8, 10 times on each leg.
Thank you everybody so much, especially to my friend Kim, who has been my videographer all through the year, and I appreciate her so much, and I appreciate all of you. Have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. Please stay in touch. Happy New Year. Be well. Bye.